But that really shouldn't work in that sense, because Jutland has slightly better concealment than Benson. 5.7 versus 5.8.
Yes.
So, how's that work? Thank you.
Well, that means that the Benson is not wearing camo, or not using concealment expert, or not using the concealment module.
Or Jutland's doing neither. Well,
Or Jutland isn't, right, and then Jutland is therefore more visible. Alright, so here you go.
I really enjoyed this match.
Bigolandrew and the Preussen. Now, you've sent matches in this map before, so let's see what happens. This is the new Tier 10 German battleship, which trades one gun in each turret for the fact that it's now tech tree. What are the big differences between this ship and the Kurfurst, anyway?
Nothing. Aside
really.
from the 457s, not a damn thing.
Alright, there you go. So bigger
Otherwise,
guns and fewer of them.
Bigger guns, fewer of them, same dispersion. But what it does have is an improved secondary battery as well. So, it's slightly improved secondary battery. It's got like enhanced mounts, I guess. It's yeah. Otherwise, it's not much different than the GK, other than the fact that it's I don't know, just replacement, I guess.
Are these 105s or 128s here?
Those are big.
105s, no, 128s and 150s.
Yeah,
Sorry.
128s, 150s. Basically the same mounts as the Hanover has.
So you don't need IFHE then?
Nope.
Okay.
Which is maximum poggers, of course.
Because
Well-
then you could put it in that turret rotation or something else.
Exactly, so that's what I'm getting at. Unfortunately, that also means that you aren't... Well, you're not going to put a captain on here and then whore them out to the German battlecruiser line anyway, because they're tech trees, so...
Nope, that line's all taken care of anyway, so...
Yeah. Better angles.
Thing is-
Merge along, we can see that right there. Look at the rear turrets, getting some really good turning angle there. I like it.
GK's main issue was the fact that the firing angles on the rear guns were utterly horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
And Preussen's fixed that, and the fact that it doesn't have any 30mm overmatch. Which are two of the biggest problems that GK's always had. Now, there's two problems that the Preussen didn't fix, of course, and that's the fact that, well, for one thing, it's massive, and it still turns like an absolute, like a three-legged duck.
It's an island.
But, it's an island, basically. But, 457s, they fire extremely fast, 24-second base reload, so you end up with, well, it's very threatening to cruisers, let's just say that.
Okay, so Bigolandrew, I'm seeing more of what you've done before, which is just a lot of quick snapshots.
I told you I was working on it.
Yeah, I'd like you to work on it more. just take another like half second even, and just think about your shot before you take it. Like right there, for example, you knew you were going to take it immediately, and you lost 1 or 2 or 3 shells to the island right there. I know you were about to go behind the other one too, but I think if you had just been a little more patient, you might have been better off. Well, hello, Lepanto. Like, in my opinion, I think you're being very aggressive with your use of your guns and trying to get your shots off. I noticed that earlier, too, when you popped your plane. Obviously, your plane gives you that extra range, but it's harder to hit things with it, so... Personally, I might have held off on popping the plane, just getting closer, because it was very close to the edge of your normal range anyways. And I don't know about you, but I suck at hitting things with that spotter plane.
It has its ups and downs, yeah. Decent enough.
There is a mod, at least there used to be. You're gonna get the kill? Yeah. With the Citadel, of course, because that's what always happens,
Yeah.
right? When
2K
you're about to kill
Citadel.
somebody. Yep, you always get the Citadel. You know, there used to be a mod, I don't know if it still exists, where you could basically launch your plane, you tick back 1 on your mouse wheel, and it goes back to your normal camera view. I don't know if that mod's been updated or not. was broken in a previous patch, so nice hit there on the Schlieffen. Good Citadel.
Yeah, still German dispersion.
Look at your team. What the hell is this?
They drop like flies until about halfway through the match.
This is
This
like
is
the
what usually happens on this map.
worst lemming train I've
Everybody's
seen in a long time.
I mean, I've seen some lemming trains, but the ones I always see them on mountain range, especially, because the fact that it's like, oh, islands, we'll just use those islands and sneak past, because everybody's afraid to go to the A cap because it's so open except for the 1-2 line, and then they decide, like, you know what, I'm just gonna do whatever, and then just stall behind C for no reason at all. Which
Yeah,
is
this
annoying, but oh well.
This map is a challenge merge. I agree with you. It's very open and very large too. But you can see the enemy team is doing the same thing. They all kind of clump together as well. This is more of a lemming blob than a lemming train. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Dutch.
Yeah, because there's like, what, 8 of us in... Yeah, there's 8 of us in C.
Not even C, just 2 map squares.
You're right.
Which is like thinking.
But at the same time, that means it's more focused firing on targets. Which is the only benefit, I guess. But it doesn't help because there's no one to, no, forget I said anything.
Nah. It's fine. I mean, I've seen worse in World of Warships. Lemming trains are by far some of the worst stuff I've seen.
Last chance to enter for our giveaway. You thought you were watching the balloon mode dirigible derby? Because everybody's clumped together. The other thing too is, I'm sure you want to be able to use your secondaries. Once the Schlieffen's gone, you don't have much else to use. And I want to comment too, you're using your Hydro with this push, which is very smart because the Schlieffen, of course, has really good secondary, or sorry, torpedo range. So, a lot of people forget about that.
Oh, not me. I have one.
Which is why it's always good if you know the stuff you have a good idea of what to do. I swear to God, these Muppets has won. We're getting like all the regulars to win today. This is totally rigged.
Massively rigged thinking.
Who won? Did I win? I don't have the... I have it on full screen.
You what?
Never mind.
Oh.
No, it wasn't you.
And
Is
there's
he
the
here
other
though?
torpedoes.
Because I swear, every time I pull him, he's never here.
Uh-oh. Now, I don't like the decision to keep charging here. I would turn due south and flip your guns to the right and go reinforce the Slava. He's about to die anyway, but that's what I would do here. I don't think there's any reason to keep charging and chasing after the Lepanto and Yoshino.
No, I don't. I completely turn around and go to the other side. I was just waiting for the corpse.
I see that. Swear to God, these Muppets is here.
Hey, swear to God, these Muppets, are you Gordon Ramsay? People want to know.
And I love how like you're trying desperately to make this turn, but you're such a big ship.
Hey, I make it.
You do. The tightest turn, by the way, is at about a half speed. So you don't want to go to a quarter, you want to go to a half. If you go to a quarter, you actually increase your turning circle. High Tech, what did he win? He won the opportunity to go shopping and spend a certain number of doubloons up to a tier 9 premium ship.
You contact Puddin', darling.
Puddin' will take care of that for you. We have another giveaway up and running, guys. We still have like 2 more of these prizes available, so you definitely want to stick around.
And guys, I mean, this is just my thought, and hopefully Zath will agree. If y'all have already won in this giveaway where you've won one of these ships...
You're not winning another one.
Yeah.
No, you're not winning another one. You're going to win a sub-camo code or something like that instead.
Yep.
No offense, guys, but we do want to spread the wealth around, and we want other people to enjoy this game just as much as we all do, right?
Actually, going back to making a turn or pursuing the Schlieffen, honestly speaking, I think Andrew made the right choice there because if he allows the Schlieffen to get away,
No.
That can end up being the problem.
Right. No. He definitely needs to kill the Schlieffen, which was good. Up to that point, I thought what he was doing was perfect. It's just once the Schlieffen was dead, quick check to the minimap to see where the enemy is. Okay, 2 people kiting away. All right, I need to start turning now. So I think you had the opportunity to react quicker to the situation than you did. It's good that you reacted. I just think, if you instinctively looked at the minimap earlier, that might have helped. I don't think that shell's going to hit the Baltimore. He's already turning away.
No, the thing was, I didn't know where he was sending the other 2 racks. I saw the first 2 from the right side. I didn't know which way the 2 from the left were going to go, so I didn't want to turn broad right into them.
Okay, and that's a fair consideration that I hadn't really thought of, but you're absolutely right. In that situation, what you would be better off doing then is turning yourself to slowing yourself down to a half speed, so that when it's time, when you've figured out where those torps are, then you can make that turn right away. Instead, what you did was you kept going forward at full speed until you saw the torps and said, okay, now I can turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by the way, your heal is available. There's, in my opinion, no reason to hold on to this heal. The sooner you use the heal, the sooner the heal is available for another use. And look at this broadside you're going to get on the Incomparable now, because you went south and everybody else just kind of kept going.
Yeah, I cannot underlead that shot.
It feels like sometimes that World of Warships players, for whatever reason, the moment they hold on to their W key, they seem to let go of it for whatever reason. They can't seem to let go of it for some reason. And I never understood why.
Let go of what?
Until they never seem to be able to let go of their W key the moment they press it.
Oh.
Which I always found that strange. But then I realized the reason why that happens.
Okay.
Is because of the fact that they think that once they've pressed their W key, all the enemies are going to be exactly where they think they are. And as a result of that, they just keep pressing W until they can't press W no more.
I like your use of the ASW planes here to try to figure out where is this Baltimore. So that's good. But, the way I look at it with people hitting the W key, we know that speed in this game is very important, right? Because it allows you to reposition. It can help you dodge things. And I think a lot of people don't understand, like, that you can slow down. There's some ships that teach you this, right? Yamato is an example of a ship that teaches you that you have other speeds than full forward. But it's a painful lesson for a lot of people to learn. Well, and Yekus, you're right. Lakis? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but we saw that with Rob's game in the last battle, right? Was he didn't know when to stop pushing. It's very easy for that to happen. Nice kill with your secondaries. And that gives you an Albemarle to just smack. I like this. Oh, don't forget, by the way, guys, while I mention this real quick, some of you might have to leave. Tomorrow, or next Sunday, a week from today, another example of really quick snap shooting there. A week from today, I'm giving away an additional $500 in Wargaming stuff to celebrate the victory over everybody else in Team League Season 3. So, you definitely want to come back again next weekend, because you have another chance to win some more prizes. Nice Citadel there, by the way, on the Albemarle. Yes, and that's true, Ash. There was no need to turn the guns, although I think Big O was expecting those secondaries to just not get the kill, and nothing's more frustrating than thinking you're going to get the kill and just not having it happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Blitz those, you have a PC to build? Fantastic, dude. What are you building? I love building PCs. And I'm so excited. I have a class at my high school where my students get to build PCs. They got Z490 motherboards and Intel. What is it? They're i5s. They're like 11200Ks or something like that. They're unlocked processors. So they built their PCs on like a test bench, like a bunch of like a big block of wood. And then they're going to starting next month, they're going to start really playing with it. They're going to learn how to overclock it and benchmark it and stuff like that. We're going to have a lot of fun.
I think that Hipper was desperately trying to use his torps on me.
Do you want to stream Raiders offline?
You know what? I probably should, because it's a one skull anyway. It's going to be a win.
Yeah.
I'm going to use haste on the group then, because you're not watching, and I know that triggers you.
Okay.
But yeah, so the Hipper, I think the Hipper suffered from the "we've got this" syndrome of basically looking at the scoreboard, saying we're in the lead by a lot, and it's okay if I die. I think he's gonna find out the hard way that that helps cause the loss.
So did Des Moines.
But the Des Moines at least is trying to stay behind cover. You know, after he realized how easily he's getting smacked. Never mind, he just came out of cover. Bye, Des Moines. Okay. I retract my earlier statement because he should have stopped there. Yes, I am teaching overclocking. That's correct, Duckman. We're gonna start though by learning like proper fan placement. So I'm gonna have them test whether or not it's better to have the fan pulling onto a heatsink or pushing air onto a heatsink. So they're gonna test that out. We're gonna have them do all kinds of things like updating drivers to see if that has an impact on their scores. What else are we gonna do? Deep loading Windows 10 to see if that has an impact too. XMP for RAM, and then they'll go into some easy overclocking. I don't want them to go too nuts into it. Odyssey says, whenever I try to play safe during blowouts, I never do any damage. Not only that, but you watch as your teammates go and get themselves killed, right? So it's a tough balance. When do you push? When do you put your HP on the line, so to speak? And I guess the important thing is if you're a ship in that position, you want to be thinking about where can I run to if I'm really in danger. That Des Moines should have stayed behind the island when he was in danger. He didn't, right? And that's oof.
And this is where it turns into a little bit of a standoff between me and the other two. Because I know Incomparable has torps, and I know Riga has Hydro and radar.
Yes. Honestly, though, I think it was a little early to use the Hydro here. I think you'd be better suited waiting until you see the Incomparable, because you know he's going to Hydro you. Or torp you, I mean. Also, you've got a heal available. Why are you waiting to heal here?
Because I wanted to see what they were going to do.
Now, with you sitting here like this, you are actually completely locking out the Incomparable and the Riga. And that's going to hopefully allow... I say this, your Zhao turned around. But it should have allowed the Zhao and the Des Moines to crap A and B. Once they've done that, it puts the pressure on the Incomparable and the Riga to do something. Now, you fired 3 of your guns trying to, I'm assuming, try to get the Riga to think he can come through now?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I did. And it worked. Okay. Just by the time he clears the island, they reloaded.
That is ridiculous. Very smart. Although early, you lost a couple shells to the island, but it didn't matter because you got 3 freaking citadels on him. So, good work there.
And then there's one more on the Incom for 9.
No spoilers now.
Sorry.
Jeez. That's 7 kills, guys. That's where the quick reload on the Preussen comes in. Absolutely, yes.
See, I think he was thinking I was stuck in the island, not right there.
Ah, okay. Look, your teammates are cheering you on, too. That's awesome. That's great to see.
I was going to try to ram the North Carolina to get the 8th kill, but he died as I turned the corner.
Kitten? We lost a 1 skull difficulty map.
Oh, I know. I saw.
How the hell did that happen? Yeah, whatever.
Because you don't pay attention to what needs to be done. You just go, I like this one. Let's put this